Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Nittany Lions will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. And the Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that. And
trying to get behind the defense. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. Looking for a crease. It's Marshall. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. They're working that left side. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The Noles look to keep this drive humming. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Let's go! Tries again to get it in. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Important play coming on this opening day. It's third and goal.
42, Spider.
Motion from the wide receiver. Marches ahead. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
All right, decision time early. I'm just going field goal here. Put some points on the board and pay off this nice opening drive.
And I get that, but I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going for the touchdown. Even if I get stopped, they got to go almost the whole length of the field. I'm starting the game aggressive.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. From the gun. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Quick strike through the air for the score. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, fourth and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw. Nice catch, huge job, and huge execution on fourth down.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll give it to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers to that.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
To the air. It's good. Under fire. He'll pull it down. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's
There he goes. Got the first down. Looking for more. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Let's take just a second and talk about this. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Dropping back, it's good. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And that That's a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Makes the grab down the middle. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Seminoles want to crank the tempo.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
You don't really want to lose track of anybody, but I would say, David, especially not him.
Yeah, when you know he's really good, that's a good decision. Hey, sometimes you double him. Well, and sometimes you run the old zero coverage, like nobody covers him at all, and that's what they did right there. That's not good sound defense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. And the Noles come to the line with a new set of downs.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue!
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's open on the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that 1st down.
On 1st down from the 13-yard line.
Here we go!
Tight end now in motion. The give out of the gun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Sends it back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown Seminoles!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25 the running back and leave it with him. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right on the money. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football games.
Looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. To the air, it's good. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. They'll have to put it away for the first time tonight. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
And the Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
29 Philly. 29 Philly.
From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Caught. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. He's got him in the flat, and he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. The Noles will hustle to the line. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Got his hand down the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They'll run the screen. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They punted away on 4th down. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Looking for room at the 40. Oh, he's got some space. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Penn State! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. The give on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left. have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen...
He'll take the deep shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the grab.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Right back to the well. Shakes off the defender. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Off play action. Got out of trouble and throws. Touchdown, no! And they take it in for 6 more points. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gives it on the option. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's good. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make a catch.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the Dome. The give to the back. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. He wants to take the top off. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing the perimeter of the field, and they just didn't have it there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
325.
Toss to the left. Got room to work. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that first down marker. It's 4th down. The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's good. Got his man. Breaks into the open. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He makes the grab. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. third quarter, they'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half. So now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They'll try the run. Turning it on. Got the first down and still on his feet. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Firing to the right, complete. At the 35, he's loose. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the comeback is on. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Using the quick game. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Lavernius Coles. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense. And he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Noles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks the tackle. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The running back has it. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Makes the grab outside. It's Marshall.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete because he made the catch but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Here's a heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Ohio State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Troy Smith, and they're right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to LSU. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Pulls and fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try it over the left side. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Motion from the back. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Going for 6. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run it from the gun. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. It's good. Fakes to grab. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Only a place to be tackled immediately. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dome. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Position to start this drive at their own 47. Going right to work up top. Oh, they're after him. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. How about this dude going off script for the Noles? Not necessarily known for his running ability.
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So 1st down will open up the final period.
Kill.
They go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the ground, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida State. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
You're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And the Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Back to throw. It's good. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They'll move the tight end. The inside handoff. Oh, it's a fumble. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Rides the back on the option to give. Showed off just about every move in the book except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Now facing a third and long.
Come on, set.
A designed run for the quarterback. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
At the 34. Offense.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Field goal is good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Utah delivered a masterpiece performance today and gave notice to the rest of college football. This is a team that can win anywhere, any way against just about any opponent. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. running room on first down, 2nd and 8 from their own 27. To the air. It's good. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and it also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down in the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Now on the option. He'll toss it. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Meredith. There he goes. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. When we talk to coaches, David, a lot of times we zone out when they say we got to get the ball in the hands of playmakers. Except when they get the ball in the hands of playmakers.
And, Reese, I think that's smart, right? Like, get your best players the football and get them to him fast. Let them do the rest of the work. You can see he gets the football. He can make somebody miss, make those big plays. You've got to highlight those playmakers.
The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Here comes the option. Into the end zone for the 2, and now it's a 12-point game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits him right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
Punt is on its way. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
That's a tough throw to make, especially at this juncture of the game. It's late, you're trailing, and that's a deep throw on an outbreaking route. As a quarterback, your timing has to be perfect. You've got to throw that thing out in front. If anything is off, even by the smallest amount, that ball's going to land incomplete, and that's what happened.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
Timeout, Florida State.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw on 1st down. The screen, and watch out. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Snagged out of the air. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dome. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Looking to take a shot. Catch in stride inside the 15. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk, have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He wants it all. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Number 7.
Well, it's always nice to get the first one out of the way. That's the first passing touchdown for the season in this offense, and they've got a lot of playmakers. Their quarterback is accurate, makes good decisions. You saw it on that play. That's the first, and it certainly won't be the last.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Take over. 1st and 10.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. To start this drive at their own 47. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Ball is loose. And the offense will maintain possession. Son, that ball must be riveted to your rib cage. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Gain of 4. First down on the offense.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to scramble. They get to him as he throws. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Figueroa. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Penn State! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. To the air on first down. Punts it out of the air. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to throw on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Hand off from the shotgun. Brings into the open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Got to get to the line, get it settled, get the clock stopped for the potential game-tying field goal. Unleashes one deep. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The offense lining up for a first down play. From the gun, the running back has it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout.
And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. And with 2 seconds left, their last chance to send it to overtime. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And after the 3-spot guys, we're all tied up. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Trying to make magic with his feet. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. And the Seminoles in the hurry up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Bringing the heat. He gets the job done, picking up the first down and getting down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
The Noles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Trying to get the edge on the toss. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it, and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
Staring at a 3rd and long here in this first overtime possession. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
It's good, and they strike first and take the lead by 3 here in overtime.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on 1st down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. With a condensed field in overtime, if you can establish the run, it is a huge advantage.
Big-time advantage. You establish your physicality, come out the gates, put you in a positive way. Now I can play action, opens the whole playbook.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Run in the red zone, it's Figueroa. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
So 1st down in the red zone, and this crowd getting behind its defense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. And the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out quickly. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. A touchdown ends the game here in overtime. It's 1st and goal. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down. You're probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Quick strike complete. He got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions, and just